Action.
Action. All right. Welcome back to the Chemical Man Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. And of course, I got my son, Cash, in here with me
Hi.
today. He wanted to sit in again. We wanted to make another video. A guy that I've been talking to, a buddy of mine, said he brought up a good topic. Think about tools you need when you're out in the field. And that's a very good topic because you might need a pipe wrench, you might need channel locks, you might need some gloves if you're on the EMT if something happens, you might need a different style gloves like leather gloves. You might need a light on your hard hat. When you're out there working, and you only have so many pockets on your coveralls. So I think really a good thing to have is a tool belt. And if most plants will provide them for you, have a tool belt. You have a couple little tools in there for your holder. Maybe have a Leatherman in there because you might need for small stuff. My company has a knife policy, so we're not really allowed to have knives out there unless it's the way it is, a closed thing. So some other people may do that on that. But funny story is, I remember one time I was climbing a tower, and I was in the ladder cage climbing up, and I had a pair of channel locks in my back pocket. And as I'm climbing up, they got hung up on the ladder cage and ripped my pants. And so next thing you know, my pants are flapping in the wind, and my underwear is all hanging out, and I'm up on top of way on top of this column like, well, I got to get down now, so this is fun. So my pants are all ripped. I'm coming back and this was not on nights. This was during the day, so I had to come back with ripped pants and my underwear and about all hanging out on there. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to carry any more channel locks in my back pocket. So I started getting a tool belt when I work out there. I know some people like to use the radio holsters. They work really well. A lot of people like those on there. So like I have a double radio holster that I used to use. So if we're working a shutdown, sometimes you might need two radios, one for your personal radio and then one for like if you're doing a confined space, they can call you, or if you need to get a hold of the contractors, you have the double radios on there. They come in handy because they have a little tool pouch. You can keep a pair of channel locks in there. You can keep a cheater in there for opening and closing valves and stuff like that. And those are kind of handy too. And there's been a lot of people out there that make them too. So a lot of people in this industry will make a nice leather one with their names and have a design on it, So that's yours. But I would recommend a tool belt big time because you can carry so much on that. You never know what you need out in the field on there. Like we used to be able to use called goggle caddies, and so it was a rubber band that go around your hard hat, and then your goggles would attach to it, and then you just pull them down, and then your hard hat will go hold your goggles. You put your goggles on, and you put them back up on there. We're not allowed to use those anymore because if we get sprayed, the hard hat will fly off, and our goggles will stay on. Or if we had the goggle caddy, everything would fly off one time, and it wouldn't protect your eyes. But we used to have those, and I do miss the goggle caddies. They were
Like
nice.
that hard hat.
Yeah, like that one, but we don't have the goggles on that one. A light. So they got all different types of lights out there for your hard hat. They got some hard hats that have the inserts on them, so you can just slide the light on. They have some that go around the whole hard hat. That's pretty cool. So like you can wave your hand on the side, and the light will come on for you. So if you're doing something and you got your hands messy, you can just kind of go on the side of that, and then the light will come on for you. It's kind of nice. A little on and off there too, but being out there late at night, you can't always trust the lights at night, and sometimes they don't shine out far enough for you to see. So having a flashlight on your hard hat is very handy. On there, have a little headlight there. But yeah, gloves. Like sometimes you might need rubber gloves for sampling. Sometimes you might need the leather gloves for turning wrench valves. So that's a good idea to have on your belt too. Just make sure you wash your gloves before you hang them on your side. Been there too, where I've caught a sample and then I got an itch or something on my nose, and I went up there to scratch my nose. I'm like, oh man, and
Dirt.
yeah, dirt and chemical on my nose. Next thing you know, I'm washing it off in the shower because of burning. But stuff happens like that. But yeah, think about things like that. So when you're out in the field, think about the tools you might need. Think about a tool belt to hold everything. That way, it doesn't weigh everything down. Plus, to make it funny is that, man, if you have to use the restroom and you have to come in pretty quick to make it to the restroom, you want to take your belt off. You don't want to start pulling everything out of your pockets as you're coming in. You want to pull your belt off, hit it, and go and use your restroom and call it good. Those chilly dog nights. Them belts come in very handy when you have to hit the toilet pretty good or the porta can. So remember that too. on there. But think about like I know some of the EMT guys they'll carry gloves with them. So if they come upon anybody that needs help, they can put their gloves on real fast and they can do what they need to do to help for if they're bleeding or if they have a problem. They can do that. Plus, if there's anything happens where if you get sprayed, you can undo your belt quicker than trying to pull stuff out of your pants when you're under the safety shower. So that's another good thing too on that. But yeah, when you get out there, you'll see. I mean, you could be like me, just walk outside with no belt, no tools, and find them all laying around the ground everywhere, and just be like, thanks for the last guy that left them laying out here on there. But now, some shifts are good, and I know a lot of ours are good. If there's a place that we have to use a pair of channel locks for a lot of times, we'll leave one there, or we'll leave a cheater there. We'll leave it on the utility station that we know we need it on there, so that way it helps out for the next person coming in on that. Snippers too. If you come out there and you're doing any kind of batch work and you need to get rid of stuff, you need to open up drums and they got zip ties on there. A pair of nippers on there works out really well on that one too. But yeah, think about the tools. Think about things that would help out and make your life easier out there too. I hope everybody's having I hope everybody's having a good day. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free. Comment down below. Send me an email if you need help with resumes. Cash, anything else you want to bring up?
No.
You sitting there?
I don't think I have anything else.
You ready for summer?
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
And I'm glad that shift workers get to take vacation to go to Disney with their sons.
Yes, me too. I'm glad we get to take vacation, and then if we do it just right, we can take the vacation and have 14 days off and only have to burn 48 hours. So, that's a good thing too on there too. Well, everybody have a good day. Everybody stay safe out there. Cash, anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Well, say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. And out.